Breaking news, tariffs hit India. India yawns, exports rise. That is the headline, that is the mood, that is the punchline. Trump rolled out his big tariff show. India rolled out receipts. August exports up. The number is loud, about $69 billion in total exports of goods plus services. Y on Y growth around 9.34%. That is not a scratch, that is a flex. The so-called shock turned into free marketing. India basically told Washington, thanks for the PR, cash or card. Let's talk drivers because the engine matters. Electronics jumped, gems and jewelry sparkled, petroleum held the line, pharma did what pharma always does, quietly sell life. Trade deficit also narrowed from roughly 27.35 billion in July to about 26.49 in August. Imports fell around 10.1%. Now, that tells you two things. One, the domestic market is doing what PM Modi asked, buy local. Two, India is not just exporting more, it is importing smarter, less splurge, more sense. When the world tries to trip you, you tighten the laces and keep running. Now, some sectors did feel heat. Some jobs took a knock. Let's be adults. Tariffs hurt somewhere. What? The system did not wobble. The macro picture stayed the calm. The shock was supposed to be a sledgehammer. It turned out to be a rubber mallet. Thump and bounce back. Let's address the big ego line from across the ocean. We are the consumer of the world. Watch this.
The magnet of the world is the U.S. consumer, right? Remember the saying, the customer is always right? U.S. customer is the greatest buyer in the world. They're like, you don't know what you're doing. You're going to destroy the market. You're going to destroy this and that. And they were all blowing up the internet. They all are experts. And let me tell you who the experts are. Donald Trump and his trade team.
Cute. India is a consumption giant. People here buy, eat, travel, binge, and build at India scale. That scale absorbs shocks, and when needed, India reroutes. Middle East energy, Asian supply chains, BRICS corridors, rupee trade windows. Washington brought a tariff, India brought a network. And now about that sorry line. The fantasy that India will crawl back and whisper, we are sorry, at a US table.
It's all bravado because you think it feels good to fight with the biggest client in the world. But eventually, your businesses are going to say, you've got to stop this and go make your deal with America. So I think, yes, in a month or 2 months, I think India is going to be at the table and they're going to say they're sorry and they're going to try to make a deal with Donald Trump. And it will be on Donald Trump's desk how he wants to deal with Modi.
Please, if anything, the right line is thank you, as in thank you for waking up our manufacturers. Thank you for speeding up. Make in India. And thank you for reminding our consumers that local is power. Tariffs can be pain, but in India's case, they also became a push. Pressure builds muscle. We just saw that. Here is the geopolitics in simple words. Hegemony ends when the bill arrives. The US tried to export pain, but India is not alone here. BRICS is building new pipes, new ports, new payment rails. You want to play tariff games? Fine, we will play supply chain chess. And this is why the days of US hegemony are over. This line does not sound dramatic anymore. It just sounds real, current. Now, why did the tariff boomerang? 3 reasons in human language. 1. India's export mix is wider than people think. We have software, services, pharma, electronics, machinery, diamonds, fuel. If you slap one window, the house still has many doors. Number 2, domestic demand is a cushion. If one buyer sulks, a billion people don't. 3, policy unity. Vocal for local is not just a slogan, it's a shopping habit now. The middle class took the hint and pulled the cart. The government also reduced taxes on goods, which will further spur domestic demand, and we will see that in coming months. So, America brought a stick to a bazaar. Bazaar is a market in Hindi. And everyone else brought wallets. The stick looked big, the bazaar was bigger. Prices danced around it, suppliers walked past it, and shopkeepers smiled. At the end of the day, the stick got tired, the market did not. Let's keep it real. India should not gloat, it should grind. Lock in new FTAs on your terms. Keep cutting red tape, keep building ports, grids, and fabs. Double down on pharma quality. And keep telling the world the same calm sentence: we sell value, not drama. And that is all for now. Thank you very much for being with me. You're watching GNF.